What's up? What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? Did you check my email I sent to you? No, I haven't checked emails. Hey there, D like Bill Paint. Hey, what's up, SD? Where you been? Girl, you ain't been over here in a while. What's up, lay it down? Shauna Lynn, travel with Khalifa. How you doing, love? Love Blake. Oh, I got one moderator up in here. Thank God, because y'all know I'm going to need a moderator. You know I'm going to need a moderator because they get mad. They get heated when you talk about the fat and the babe. They get heated over here. And now ask April. I used to be D. Ramsey's mistress. Like, oh, you changed it. You changed. Oh, the light bill's been paid. Hey, Patricia Lydia, check your IG messages. Okay, I'll check it when I get off of here. Cookie, I'm very mad by saying, why you mad? Jackie, I love you. Okay, now I got two moderators in the house. Yes, it's paid, sis, and I put my pick on you. You sure did. You sure did put your pick up. Y'all, I gotta put my lip gloss on. What do T.S. Madison say, honey? Put your lip gloss on, honey. Put your lip gloss on in front of your haters. You gotta put the lip gloss on. You gotta keep it shining for them haters. You mad? Don't be mad if you need a temp mod. I got you, Miss Gina. You got me, Shauna. Oh, girl, let me mod you up right now. Cause I am gonna need it. Cause y'all know how they do the queen. You definitely know how they do the queen up in here. They get mad and they getting their feelings. They getting their feelings when we get to. If y'all didn't see the interview with Fyebabe and Ask April, you got to go watch it. Is Gina, next time you talk to April, can you ask her to unblock me? I do not know why I was blocked from her channel. Yes, lay it down. I'll ask her, definitely. Hey, Asnet. Good afternoon, Miss Gina in Queendom. Hey, all chatters. What's up? What's up? There we go. There we go. If y'all let me tell y'all something. That interview was off the chain. That interview was off the chain. Look, they agreed to disagree. Fyebabe asked the questions that we all wanted to know. Look, I had to switch it around because I was dark the other way. I'm in my bathroom and the sun is coming in, so I had to switch it around. So y'all probably saying, why the hell is she spinning around? Cali girl, wasn't it epic? Now look, there was some trolls up in there, and we had to get some of them out. And there were people that got in their feelings about a lot of stuff. I'm going to say this, and I'm speaking from a biracial woman, okay? I only can speak. See, you can only speak for who you are. And it was great interview, like AA or not. It was informative. Wasn't it, Shauna? It was. SD, I'm doing okay. Been tired. I'm watching, but not participating too much negativity. I get it. I get it. You welcome. Lay it down. Don't no problem. Hi, Manny Style. I understood a lot of what Ask April said and went through. So when she had said, I can turn it on and off or something, similar to that. Don't quote me. But when she was saying, and a lot of people got in their feelings about her, oh, she could be black today and white tomorrow. I knew that wasn't what she was talking about. Now, Fyebabe admitted she was even thrown off by that. If you are not biracial, and I'm not going to just say those that are not biracial, because some people got biracial people in their family. But if you are not, and you have not lived that life, I'm going to say, of course you would take it a wrong way, because you would think automatically in your mind, oh, so she thinking she could be white today and she could be, black this evening, or she could be black tomorrow and she could be, white tomorrow night. That is not what she meant. And I knew that wasn't what she meant because I'm someone that has went through that. My children are someone, I don't know why people care so much. It's crazy, but they do. They do. Hey, Bariqua, baby. Will you say wear that money green, honey? I'm wearing that money green. Throw that cash app in there. I'm wearing it today. Hey, T Love. T Love. Oh, T Love coming in. Thank you, honey. Bless the queendom. Kings 8:44. When your people go to war against their enemies, wherever you send them, and when they pray to the Lord toward the city you have chosen and the temple I have built for your name. Amen. Because the queendom has been built, okay, and for my name. But anyway, let me get back to what I was saying. So when she was saying that, I knew she didn't mean it that way and I could turn it on and off. Because me growing up, let me tell you something. When you a biracial kid and you growing up in the hood, you gotta get hood, okay? And let's just call it for what it is. People's always talking about, well, if you just because you talk this way, why does it have to mean that you're black? Just because you talk proper English, why does it have to mean that you're white? Let's call it for what it is. When your ass talk ghetto slang, like how I'm talking right now, you motherfuckers ain't shit and woo, 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 woo. That's black folks slang language to the real world, okay? Now, when you get on here and I say, well, you know what, I'm talking about you bad people, and you people are not right, and that's just wrong for what you're doing. That is what they consider proper English. So when you're in one sector or you're in one neighborhood, look, let me tell you something. When I was in the hood, I was able to talk shit all day, every day. Nobody didn't even give a damn. When you went to school, when you went to your job, when you went to whatever it is you did, you can talk how you talked when you grew up. But when we moved out of the hood into where I'm at now, don't nobody talk like this. And if you go and you start talking slang, and if you go and you start talking and even dressing, let me just get that there, not just talking it, but even dressing it, it will hold you back. You understand? But Fyebabe said, yep, I feel biracial people, you're always battling both sides of who you are. It's like walking on eggshells with your other. Thank you. That's exactly what it is. No matter what you do, let me tell you something. You are too black to be white, and you are too light to be black. You cannot win for losing. You can't win for losing. As I was growing up, my hair was down my back, okay? My hair was down my back. I was much lighter than I am now, small, every time I went to, I was that girl that I could jump in the pool. You know, when you had swimming, I could jump in the pool and then I could come out and just brush all my pretty hair into a ponytail and go on ahead and go do what I got to do. But when you got the other girls that got that coarse, kinky hair, you know how you getting under that hand dryer? They had to get up under that hand dryer, and you see all them brushing their hair out and everything else, and then they would look over at me and turn the nose up like I did something. I'm like, what the hell I did? I got in and out in 2 seconds. My daughters went through the same. My daughter used to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Her hair was down to her ass, and I ain't talking about with weave, okay? I am talking about her natural hair. My other daughter hair, braids down to here. I got a picture of her right over there. Braids down to here, okay? All they had to do is put some grease and water in that shit and put it up. But they still went through the same stereotype. When they wanted to go hang with their black friends, they were too light and oh, you don't look black, you can't go hang with us, go over there. And then when they went over and tried to hang with the white friends and everything else, guess what? They were not white enough. So when my children started to get older and they started to ask who they were and who they are, I would just say to them, you're mixed. And they like, I'm mixed, Mom. I'm mixed with what? And I went down of who. My children didn't even know my mother. Do you understand? My kids came to me and said, my older children knew, but my younger children didn't even know my mother. They were like, Mom, you got a mother? Do you have a mom and dad? And I'm like, yeah, I got a mom and dad. They didn't know because they never saw them. My father passed away when I was just a child. My children don't know who their grandfather is. They don't know where he came from. They never met my father's father. So they don't know who their grandfather, great grandfather is on the other side. So you go through that. So it makes children want to know, who are they? Where do they come from? How did I get this color? Let me tell you something. My son, my grandkids, y'all see my granddaughters, they're beautiful girls, just as light as we. Their mother, my daughter-in-law, who I still consider, is just as dark and beautiful as the driven snow. She has dark chocolate skin. Love it, love it, love it. But guess what? We are dominant. We are dominant. She gave my son 2 babies, and they both our color, and they look like us. Don't look nothing like her. And even she goes through it. When she got them little yellow babies with her, they say to her every time I turn around, "Are your kids mixed? Who kids are those? Who kids?" She gets asked that. Who children are? You know why? Because she's a dark-skinned black woman. She's a dark skin, so we go through it. If you have not walked in April's shoes, you ain't gonna get where she going. You're not gonna understand. When you look at April's children, you can see that they're black. You can see that they're black. But then there were people in the chat saying, well, her children are natural. They're black all day long. So why did she say they mixed? Motherfucker, because they mixed. They mama mixed. Why is it that she has to say, I got black children? My children is black, but y'all calling her white, but she telling y'all about her black daddy. See, I was offended by that. That's that shit I don't like. That's that shit I don't like, because they tried that with me. When I showed my beautiful daughters, and I show them all the time, and I have 4 gorgeous daughters that are still on this earth. Go look at my community page. My community page got a couple of my daughters on there. Beautiful. Do you understand me? Anybody got to tell me my daughter's beautiful? They ain't got to tell me they're beautiful on the inside and out. But there were people, read the comments, that was actually asking me, is that really my daughter? Is that really my daughter? So now I gotta prove to you motherfuckers that I actually spit her out of my pussy. I gotta prove that to you. I gotta prove that I actually pushed her out for you to believe that she's my daughter. You know why? Because she don't look black. She don't look. See, a lot of people, they looked at me and they just thought that I was just a light-skinned black woman. They didn't start knowing until people started looking at my children, until I start talking about it's a picture of my mother. Even on my page, my mother don't look black. You can tell. Look at the woman and tell that she's a mixed one. My mother came from a black mother and a white father, blonde hair and blue eyes. When people ask, when I go to the school and I sign papers, when I go to the doctor's office, I put mixed. And if it's not a box to check for mixed or biracial, let me tell you something, I draw one in. You understand what I'm saying? I draw one in. I put a little square there and I write mixed or biracial. Because that's what we are. That's what they are. What do my son look like? My son's father is from Pakistan. Barely speaks English. Okay. So what, my son's supposed to deny who he is? That he came from a mother who is Puerto Rican, white and black, and has a father that is from Pakistan, that is Indian. So my son's supposed to deny us and just say, oh, I'm black, because he has very little black blood in him now. Because see, as that line goes down, you know what? It starts to diminish. But remember, the rules are, if you got one little speck of black blood in you, you black all day long. It don't matter how you look. See, y'all get hung up on the looks. Y'all get hung up on the looks, because if you go and you look at the person and the person look black, y'all say that person black all day long. If you go and look at the person and that person look white, y'all say that person white all day long. Let me tell you something, who the real blacks is. The real blacks is them niggas that came from over there from Africa, and they don't even claim you black Americans as niggas, as Africans, as blacks. They say you black niggers, you black American niggers, they call us niggas. You understand? They don't even consider us blacks. You see what I'm saying? There you go. There you go. Damn, bam, there you go. Okay? So people get mad. They get mad when you go and just because you're grasping and you're thank you, Auntie Patricia Lydia, because you're taking all of your sides and you're embracing all of them. So you mean to tell me, see, I get what April said. April said that I'm not insulted when they call me a white trash or a wetback or whatever. She says, because my mother's white. So you mean to tell me that in order for you to be black, you got to denounce who you are from your other side? So you mean to tell me because my father, and they was on there saying, well, her father black, you. Remember, you are who your father is. Remember I was telling y'all that yesterday and the other night? They say you are who your daddy is. So my father ain't black. My father ain't black. My father 100% Puerto Rican all day long, was born in Puerto Rico. Okay, so should I not say I'm black and just let y'all know I'm Puerto Rican? Should I say this again? My half white mother and my half black mom. So should I not say I'm black and just say I'm Puerto Rican because I am who my father is, right? Right? See, y'all got it twisted. But when you look at me, you'll say all day long, she ain't Puerto Rican. She ain't mixed. She a light-skinned black, because that's what you see. And then when you look at my children, you see, I get it all the time, everywhere I go. There you go. Afro-Latinas, all the people don't, they look at you. You guys go on who somebody is. You don't, how they look. You don't go on who they are. That is the problem. You don't go on who they are. You go on who on what they look like. Thank you. You're Puerto Rican, Tiano, and black, to be honest. Thank you, Puerto Rico, baby. Thank you. Thank you. Miss Gina daughters are absolutely gorgeous. Thank you. Lay it down. So let me ask this. So what should my daughters say? What should my son say? So should my son denounce that he's black? Because remember, his father's not black. His father is from Pakistan, is Pakistani. So should my son just say, I'm Pakistani? No, I'm not black. Should he correct him? Because for years, people thought he was Mexican. As he was growing up, they assumed that he was Mexican. And he never said anything. He just smiled and he would say, no, I'm not Mexican. My daughters, they would think that they were Mexican. And they would just smile and they would say, no, I'm not Mexican. You know, every time, even when Angel was a baby, we was just looking at Angel's baby pictures the other day. And they would ask us, what is she mixed with? And I would be like, well, her dad is black. And they're like, her dad is black. Oh, you mixed with something? Well, what is you? Because they were able to see it in my children. But in this family, we're not going to say because my son's father is from Pakistan, you know, and my other daughter's, you know, father is black. And then, you know, my other son. So we supposed to just mix it up where they black over here, but you ain't. No, they all came out of the same cat. You understand what I'm saying? I still pushed all 9 of them out of the same cat. They was all in this belly. My daughter have to tell people all the time. Some will say, oh, she looks just like you. And others will say, are you sure that's your daughter? Is that really your daughter? No, I just picked some cute chick off the street and just said she's I am almost 100% sure. Ask April probably get the same thing when she's walking with her beautiful children. I guarantee you somebody said, those your sons? Really? Are they really your son? Like, what does it matter if I'm telling you who I am? See, this is the same thing that goes on with transgenders and them. The same shit that Maddie went through. They see what they going through and they say, she ain't a man, she ain't a woman. That's a he and this and that. But she considers herself, even though She ain't got all the woman's parts. You know, she still got her male parts, but she identifies as a woman. So if she is identifying herself as a woman, why is it that y'all got a problem with that? If, let's just say I wanted to identify as white, I might want to go for the other team. I might decide that I want to, since my grandfather is white, I might decide that I want to be white. Why does that have a problem with you all? Because that's who I identify with. If April is identifying with being black, and that's who she identifies with, but she said that doesn't take anything from her mother, why is that a problem for you guys? That's the question. I think questioning someone's race is ignorant when every race can save every race lives if need be. Exactly, Auntie Patricia. But they don't care about that. They look at you and they say, you don't look this way, so you must be this way. The same way they look at transgender women, you know, the ones that can really, really pass, the ones that can really, really pass, they say to them, well, you look just like a woman. Well, you know, you got the boobs and the hips and stuff like a woman. Okay, so they'll allow them to pass. But the one that's transitioning, and they still got some of their male features, but they're still transitioning. They may still have the voice and everything, but they identify as women. You know, they get talked about. They get talked about. They get dragged through the goddamn mud because society says, you don't look like no woman. No, I can still see that you a man. I can still see that. But this is what this person identifies in the mind, in the spirit, in the soul. This is what they identify with. And if this is what they identify with, why is that a problem for you? Why is that a problem for you? That's the thing I just don't understand. I just don't get. I never got that. You can be white. Just please don't put any raisins in the potato salad. Now, you know what? Let me tell you something, Rico, baby. I make the best potato salad. Honey, my kids travel to come and get my potato salad now. That's that black side that come out, that down home, down soft potato salad that I make. When I make that potato salad, whoo, honey, it make you want to smack your mama, because I don't be playing about my potato salad now. Does it matter what color you are? It shouldn't. It should not matter, not one bit, what color you. Let me tell you something. I like who I like, right? I love who I love. My children's fathers, I thank every single one of them for my babies, the babies that they gave me. They gave me some beautiful babies, inside and out. My children, let me tell you something. I couldn't have asked for better children. And I ain't saying they perfect, because they ain't. We go through our ups and our downs. And but the children are beautiful. And it doesn't matter what colors they are, what color their fathers are. It matters that I love them, and that's who I chose. That, you know, but the people, it is the people that is hung up on color and looks. It is the people that's hung. Let me tell you something. Before I start taking my wigs off, and y'all about to see them come back on because winter time is here, and I wear my wigs mostly during the winter time. But before I started wearing my wigs and everything, people would say to me all the time, girl, you must be bald-headed under there. She ain't. Even when the trolls was talking about me, they talked about my hair. They talked about I was bald-headed, I ain't had no edges, all of this stuff. But then, when Miss Gina took the wigs off and washed my, honey, y'all should have seen her. Go back and watch the old videos. People was all in my chat talking about, oh, Miss Gina, you got pretty hair. Oh, Miss Gina, you got gorgeous. You got a whole head. Honey, you would have thought I was bald head. You would have thought I only had 3 or 4 strands. That is what they assumed. That's what they assumed. Miss Jean April is going to have a live chat around 6 p.m. tonight. Thank you, my kiddos, because I'm definitely going to be over there. Let me tell y'all something. Shout out to my kiddo, too. Please, if you have not subscribed to her, subscribe to her. I love me some my kiddos. You know why? Because, honey, that sister is loyal. It ain't too many. You don't get, and I've said this before, you don't get too many of your viewers or subscribers that are loyal to you. My kiddos, loyal to April. Loyal. She ain't letting you disrespect her. She ain't letting you. I love that. I love that. And shout out to her, because it ain't too many real queens on here. It ain't too many real queens that's gonna stand on the front lines for you. Especially when you got when you got a whole army of people that is coming toward you. It is always good if you have at least one good person in your corner. If you have at least one, if April ain't got nobody else that's loyal to her in her corner that she can trust in, I sit back, I watch, honey. I told y'all I live by the 3 L's. Look, listen, and learn. I watch and I sit back and see, and honey, my kiddos will come in swinging. And you don't get that. You don't get that too much. As Dee said, when men ask me what I mix with, I'm instantly turned off. I'm like human and human. Yeah. I would get that all the time. That will be one of the first things that I'm asked when I go out on a date. They'll ask me, so what are you mixed with? And I'm like, and what are you mixed with? You know? But that it's life. Yeah, people need to grow up. Are we really having a discussion about raisins and potato salad? I wear head wraps in the winter. It keeps me warm, but did a hat sometimes. But baby girl, honey, I throw them wigs on, and on top of my wig, I put me a hat or a scarf or something like that on with me, and honey, my hair be warmer. Now see, it's too hot for that shit now in the summertime, so that's why y'all see me wearing my natural hair. I just brush it up, put some conditioner in it, and put it in a ponytail. But when I want curls or when I want to straight, because I'm older now, when you see my hair thinning out and the grays coming in, I can't be putting no heat to it. I can't be putting no perms in it. I can't be doing all that stuff. So the only thing that I do is wash it and condition it. And I might wash and condition it like every 2 weeks, 2-3 weeks. I wash and condition my hair. Now I condition it every day. Every day I put conditioner in it, but I wash it every 2 to 3 weeks. And then if I decide that I'm going out, y'all see, when I decide I want to go out and step out on the town, honey, I go in my closet and I go in the closet and I pull out that box of wigs and I get the combing and brushing it out and plop it right on my head and just go. And just go. That's exactly what I do. Yes, she is. I love me some my kiddos too. Yes. At SD, we are all human. If you've ever seen the Bodies Museum exhibit, you see human without skin. You see how life affects all. Yes, Asnak, I'm glad you said that, because at our Museum of Science and Industry, they had that there here in Chicago. Our museum is the Museum of Science and Industry. And they had a whole human exhibit. And when they were talking about, remember on Fyebabe's channel, those of you that were over there, they were talking about monkeys and gorillas, and they was asking April what did she meant by that when she said gorillas, to say somebody was jumping around like a gorilla, and when she called SB a roach, and they was asking all that stuff. But when they had that, it showed how, you're a descendant of, and it showed that the human, from the caveman, from the gorillas to the caveman into humans. People don't know their history. They don't know that, they don't understand that without all this hair, without the skin color and everything else, on the inside, we all the same. We bleed red the same. We all got the same veins and stuff. The only difference is the male, from male to female. And female has the reproductive system. That's the only difference in it. But see, people don't understand. They're always judging your outer character, that your outer appearance, what they see on the outside. That's why you always see. That's why it makes me so mad. Did y'all see when they do the experiment with the little children? And did y'all see the dial experiment? And all of the children, black, white, Hispanic, they all picked the light-skinned dial. They picked the white dial. And when they were asked, why didn't they pick the black doll? They said because the black doll was mean, she was ugly, she was bad. They associated her dark skin and everything with being that's the reason why our own people is against us. April don't have a chance. She never had a chance. You know why? Because they view that everybody think that the higher yellow your skin is, you is just perfect. You just this glamorous thing. And the dark skin is always viewed in a negative way. And this is the reason why you got blacks coming against blacks all the time. So what do you do when you're someone like Axe that has dark skinned children, that have brown skinned children? What do you, my son, my twins, one of my twins is high yellow, lighter than me, and the other one is brown skinned, and he's still light skinned, and he was the darkest one. And people look at him and say, why y'all call him chocolate? And my children call him chocolate. You know why they started calling him chocolate? Because he was the darkest one in our family. But when anybody else, they say he ain't dark. He ain't dark. And we like, yeah, we know. But in our family, he's the darkest one. So that's where we got Reese Cup from. He loved to eat Reese Cups. And from Reese Cups, the kids start calling him chocolate. So sometimes he come in and we'll say, you will hear me say sometimes, hey, chocolate, where you go? And people will say, who you calling chocolate? And I'm like, Ron, he ain't chocolate. But that is what it is. The darker the skin is. And that is how they view it. That is how the real world. So the lighter the skin you are, and they see you, they say, no, she can't possibly be black. She ain't black. You ain't black. You know why? Because you ain't dark enough. You ain't brown enough to be black. But then the white people say, you ain't white. You ain't white. You ain't white enough. Your hair not straight enough. So no, you're not white. Oh, I can see you black. She's a nigger. You can't win for losing when you're biracial. You just can't. It causes more problems. Patricia April's mods was blocked and timed out for supporting April. Period. And I heard folks saying it because I was trying. See, I'm gonna do my job. I don't have no dog in that fight. Fyebabe made me a moderator. I'm a moderator, and I'm gonna do what's right. When I see somebody being disrespectful to April or Fyebabe, I'm blocking them. I'm removing their comments and I'm blocking them. Now, those that have difference of opinion and they're agreeing to disagree, I ain't got a problem with that, because I tell my people I tell my moderators will block your ass in a heartbeat. But when we just having a disagreement, I tell my moderator, let them speak, because over here, Miss Gina Queen of Talk, we can have a disagreement. We can agree to disagree all day long. You ain't gonna be calling me out my name. You ain't gonna be calling my mods out their name. We ain't gonna disrespect nobody. And so when my kiddo, you were saying that, and other people saying that, like they were saying, why is April people being, timed out or blocked? Because, they was for her, and then everybody else was making all this, because I wasn't with the chat. I was moving slow because I wanted to read, because there were so many people that was against April that I didn't feel was fair. Everybody can have a difference of it. Like, I blocked people that was calling her names, that was saying, saying that she was stupid, and they was talking, and they were saying stuff about, well, why she got to say this, because her kids is black. We don't want to hear that shit. That's not what Fyebabe is talking about. Like I told, I run it like I run my castle. If we talking about rain, I don't give a damn if the sun just popped up. If your ass is talking about the sun and I'm talking about rain, you better throw an umbrella up in here. Because if you throw a sun, a moon, or anything else, your ass is getting blocked. That's how I do it over here. So the questions, Fyebabe had a series of questions that she was going through. So whatever part in that we were going through, she went from everything. She went from the race to the police. So if she's on race, we should be talking about race. If she's on the police report, if she's on who her beast is when she moved over to beast, then that's what we should be discussing. You can agree to disagree all day long, but you're not gonna be calling nobody's names. You're not gonna be disrespecting people. And so that was just crazy. Margie, if give you my number, can you call me? This blocked your number. Oh, okay. No matter what you are or what you do, people are going to judge you. My point exactly. No matter what you are, what you say, how you say. Remember, later, look, I was on here busting my ass and breaking my neck trying to convince people that I'm going to do this. I did that. I got this going on. And no matter what I did, you still had them shady ass people that were still talking shit. You still had those shady ass people that were still going back on their platform and trying to get other people to believe their narratives. So the only suggestion I can say and make is do you. Do what pleases you. Do what makes you happy. If it ain't making me happy, if I ain't getting no enjoyment out of it, fuck it. When I told you, when I want to come on here, I come on here. When I don't want to come on here, I am done. I am done. You won't see me for 2-3 days. You won't. And that's because I need a break. I need to spend time with my children. Oh, by the way, y'all like my necklace I made? This is another one of Miss Gina's Queen of Talks trinkets from my line. This is one of my, I haven't worn any of my jewelry in a long time, but this is one of my necklaces, not getting off the subject. But yeah, I do me. And I take time out and I go do my DIY. When y'all stress me out, when YouTube stresses me the fuck out, y'all won't see me for 2-3 days because I be doing this. I go do my jewelry and shit. I go do my DIYs because I don't have time for folks to be making me crazy on here because y'all worried about who my children are, who the daddies is, you know, if I own my house or not. What does it matter if you're not helping or supporting or encouraging me with nothing? Why does that matter to you? Why does it matter what her race is if you ain't helping her get no job? If you ain't helping her get nowhere? If you not helping her move? If you not helping her elevate what she needs to elevate? If you're not doing none of that, why does it matter? Why do she gotta prove who she is to some fuck buckets on social media? I don't get that. Hey, Tanya Primetime, how you doing, love? Same here. I'm scared to dye my hair, so I'm letting my grays take over. Woo, Barriqua, baby. I'm letting the grays take over. Y'all gonna see me soon. My whole head gonna be gray, but I'm gonna pop a wig on that ass in 2.2 seconds. Travel with Khalifa. How you doing, love? My cousin had the nerve to look at my baby and state his daddy must be a Mexican because his hair is straight, and I know he didn't get it from you in front of him. Made me mad. I would have been pissed. I would have been pissed, and I would have checked that ass. Let me tell you something. Travel with Khalifa. My sister, now, and you look at her, my sister, honey, look more white than any of us. Okay. And she had the nerve to say to my mother in front of my children and others, why do Gina's children look mixed? Why her children, why my children, nigga? This is what she asking my mom because she in her feelings. And then you know what she does? That shit that I don't like. She will go on my children, my old children, social media page, and she will only pick out my children, the ones that really look more mixed or of another race than my children that look black, because y'all know I got a lot of babies. And my daughter felt some type of way. My oldest daughter felt some type of way. She's like, Mom, I went on Auntie's page and Instagram, and she said I ain't see no pictures of me. And I said, what do you mean you ain't see no pictures of you? She said she took all the pictures of Kayla and Cece. I said, why would she be taking pictures of Kayla and Cece? And my daughter was like, because because they look more mixed, they don't look black. And so my daughter felt some type of way about that. So I go over there and I look. She got more pictures on her IG of my girls than she got of her own daughters. And I told her, I just was outright. I was like, take it down. I was like, take that shit down. I said, if you're not gonna put up pictures of all of my girls, then don't put up of none of them. Don't come and pick and choose which one of my daughters that you assume is prettier, and you want to post them and not also travel. I understand what you're saying. And see, your family can be worse than anybody. Your family can be more worse and negative on you than the strangers, than the people out in the street. Thank you, Love Blake. Welcome, everyone. Please be respectful and thumb up this video. Hi, Diamond Lynn. Good afternoon, Chat Queen Gina. Blessings to you. You're right. That interview was the bomb. Thank you, love. I'm glad you guys came over here. I get that all the time. Are you a male? Because I have a deep voice and I wear my hair cut low. See? And that like I said, lay it down, ladies. That is what they do. They stereotype you based on how you look and and they don't try to figure out who you are, rather than trying to say, oh, let me see what they is, who they are, and what they would like to be addressed as or go by. That's why I say all the time, oh, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. I'm sorry. Let me tell y'all something. Case in point, A Rice. I don't know if A Rice on here. A Rice, if you on here, you know I love you, boo. I had been calling A Rice a woman for months. I just assumed because of the name, I was like, she, for a long, and A Rice had to tell me one day, Miss Gina, I'm a guy. And I was like, oh, I am so sorry. He sent me a very nice looking guy, handsome man, Christian man. And he sent me a picture and I was like, oh my God, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Because it bothered me, I think, more than it bothered him. Because I felt that I had disrespected him. Because I don't never want nobody to think I'm Look, I want to call you what you go by. I want to call you who you are. If you're transitioning and you consider yourself a woman, I want to make sure I address you as that. If you're transitioning from a woman into a man, I want to make sure I address you as such. I don't want to be disrespectful to nobody. So if I say to you, I ain't black, why you got a problem with that? My son, my oldest son used to tell everybody he was white. He used to walk around. They say, what are you mixed with? He said, I'm white. And we would laugh and we wouldn't say nothing. But when he got a ticket and I had to go get him because they was finna lock him up, and I had to go get his car and everything, and he had to go to court. And his kid's mom said, do you know they put in the police report? She said that's how he wound up winning the case, because the police officer, see, this is how I know they fuck up shit. The police officer and them said a white Hispanic male was driving the car at the time of the accident. We said a white Hispanic male. Well, if a white Hispanic male was driving the car, why my son get the ticket? He had the description wrong. But again, I say they go on. It don't matter what that goddamn driver's license say. It don't matter what your birth say. They go on what they see. When they start writing that report down, they go, honey, I don't know how many times I've gotten tickets and stuff, and they still got my name wrong. They still got my name spelt wrong and everything. So it doesn't mean anything. That's why I keep telling you guys, y'all talking about receipts. Receipts are bullshit. Receipts are full of shit. Receipts can be doctored. Receipts can be made up. Receipts can be written by mistake. Receipts is full of shit. You can't go on that. If you ain't got it in live and living color, if you heard Fyebabe said, she said, oh yeah, I was in that chat. I saw it for myself. I know exactly what you're talking about. See, that's when you're getting down to the nitty gritty. That's the facts. When you have seen it, smelt it, tasted, touched it, heard it with your own senses, then you can say that shit is fact. Don't become bringing me no fucking paper mache bullshit, because anybody can make that shit up. I keep telling y'all, all you need is a goddamn computer and a printer. I'm just speaking real. In Fyebabe's live chat, April was interviewed. Yep, that's not a good view. Wow, racist, and that's how people are. I fell out at that roach comment. Shadalene, you fell out. Exactly, Miss Gina. I'm telling you, as I said, my kiddo too. Were you blocked? I thought we had healthy dialogue. Everybody don't see things the same, but we can all learn from each other. Exactly. She identifies as being biracial. She does. And if that's who she identifies with, I don't understand what the fuck is the problem. What the fuck is the problem? I identify with being, I don't say biracial. I say mixed. And the reason why I say mixed, because I go by who my mom's parents are and who my parents are. Okay? My mother is the product of a biracial relationship. Okay? Her mom is black, is Indian. Where was Indian, she's passed on, and her father is white. So, and my father is Puerto Rican, born, bred, and was raised here in Chicago, in New York, and then they moved to Chicago. So I say mixed. Then, as I had my children, who my children's fathers, see, our family, we a family, we just love who we love. We love, people literally fell out when they were, because they just assumed that my other kids' fathers was Mexican or something. And I'm like, no, his dad is from Pakistan. They like, what, girl, you went way off the Richter with that one. I love who I love. I like who I like. I've always dated outside of my race. I just have. That don't mean I don't love black men. Honey, let me tell you something. Two of my kids' father is so black, they blue. You understand me? They so black, tall, dark, and handsome. They so black, they blue, honey. And my baby, and when you see Benjamin, still light, because my genes, my family genes, is the dominant. Is the not they dark black fathers, not they dark black fathers. My family genes on my side is the dominant gene. That's why all my goddamn kids is light skinned. Even my grandchildren. My son, his dark girlfriend, they didn't make no dark babies. And I told her when she was carrying them, I said, girl, them babies gonna come out so yellow, so white. People gonna be asking you who babies you got. And I be damned if people didn't ask her. Even now, when she still got them, they say, girl, who babies is them? Because they don't look nothing like her. They look just like us, and they got our skin tone. And I told her that. I said, our gene is the dominant gene. Now, when my other daughters make babies, or is theirs going to be the same? I don't know. It's a 50-50. It's a 50-50 chance. If you got that white gene in your body, your great granddaughter can have a white baby. If you white and you got that black bloodline somewhere down the line, your great granddaughter can come out having a black baby, even though her husband white. And the husband be looking like, that ain't my baby. But she didn't tell you that her great grandfather is black. So it could skip generations. People don't know. Watch what you say. Watch what you say. I was timed out twice. You was timed out. That's why y'all was asking, was you blocked or something? Because I knew I seen Butterfly was blocked. I didn't know Butterfly would look. It sure didn't happen because I didn't see nothing that y'all said that was wrong. That was wrong. Crystal was timed out. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. My kids are mixed Puerto Rican and black. They look more Dominican. See, and I used to get that all the time. They would ask me when I was younger, "Are you Dominican?" And I'm like, "No, my father is, from Puerto Rico. But you got black Mexicans. You got black Puerto Ricans. You got Dominicans. We are all ain't nobody pure. If you really want to look at it, ain't none of us pure. None of us pure. Everybody is mixed with something. I'm surprised I get kicked out of chats for no reason all the time. I'm sorry that happened. Please don't be offended, y'all. Oh, ass neck, that's what. Well, you ain't getting kicked out over here, boo. We ain't got no reason to kick you out. My people we only kick trolls out over here. People need to respect how we identify ourselves. That's what I'm talking about, my kiddo. You guys would consider me dark skinned, right? I wouldn't consider, well, in my XSD, in my family, yes. Yes, because majority of us are on the higher light skinned side. So, like I said, my twin is probably your complexion, but we call him dark. We call him chocolate. You know what I'm saying? But to you and to others, people say when we say that all the time, they say he ain't dark. He ain't dark. And he's literally maybe a shade or two darker up under me. But to us, he's dark. You see what I'm saying? And then my son's father, Benjamin's dad, and them, when we say him, just like I said, he's so dark, dark, dark. He blue black. Like you can't even see him in the dark, honey, unless he smile. And so that's what we consider a dark, dark black. Because he's really, really dark skinned. To each his own. I'm lighter in the sun and this color in the dark. I'm told it's due to my undertone. And you probably tan real pretty. Do you identify yourself as dark skinned is what matters? You know what, my kiddo? I think whatever the person, to each his own, whatever that person is, they say they identify with, I think that's what they should be addressed as. If you say I'm a dark skinned black, that's what you should, then you identify with, that's how you should be addressed. If somebody said I'm a light skinned black and that's what they identify with, that's how they should be addressed. I'm mixed all day long. That's just what I identify with. I am mixed, and I put down that my children are mixed. Now, sometimes when I don't see where the check mark says mixed, it might say biracial, and I will put down biracial. And then when you know how some applications or some paperwork or some say check what it is that you're mixed with and stuff like that. Then I'll check it, or if it's not there, I will write it in, because I don't never want any of my children to feel out of place. I don't want them to feel out of place because they look and they see. Angel goes with us all the time. We go out to eat. Let me tell you something. My son, Benjamin's a senior now. And when he was in school with Michaela, him and Michaela was in high school together. And Michaela she's real protective over Benjamin. And y'all see Michaela. Michaela's on my community page. Gorgeous girl. And they would say to Benjamin all the time, "That's not your sister." And Benjamin's like, "That is my sister." And Michaela would say, "That's my little brother." And they're like, "That's not your little brother." You know why? Because they went on how her looks and how she is, and they and identify, and they went on Benjamin's head. Benjamin doesn't have the sleek, curly, nice hair like my other son does. Benjamin doesn't have that. Benjamin has tan skin. His hair is kind of coarse. It looks good when he get it cut. So when they looked at him, because he did not look Hispanic or Mexican, they assumed that wasn't his sister. When my other daughter and my other son went to school, the same thing happened. They thought her brother was Mexican, and when she said that was her brother, the school bus and everybody said, "That's not your brother." She's like, "How you gonna tell me that ain't my brother? That is my. We both came out. Cece is Jazzy, honey. Cece Jazz." She's like, "We both came out. My mama's twat. We both was. How you gonna tell me that ain't my brother?" Like my children is very protective over each other and over their siblings, but they know who they identify with, so they ain't gonna let you come and change it up. They're gonna say, "We all came from my mama. We all," I told y'all, we don't do halves in this house. You will never hear any of my children saying, "That's my half sister, that's my half brother, that's my step sister." That never hear that. Even my older children who have brothers and sisters, and they other brothers have different mothers, you would never ever hear them say, "Well, that's my step sister," or that's my half brother. No, they say those are my sisters and my brothers. My daughter will tell you, all my oldest daughter, she said, "I got 16 brothers and sisters." You know why she say that? Because she counts all of them. She counts all her dad's other babies and everything that he made. She counts all her brothers and sisters. So she tell you, you ask her how many brothers and sisters you got, she said, "I got 16. They be like, "Damn, your mama had 16 kids?" And she said, "Well, between my mother on my mom's side and my dad's side, I have 16 brothers." And then they be like, "Oh," but she'll tell, I don't want to get into all of that, but she'll just say, let's just put it like this: with my mom children, the children that my mom gave birth to, and the children that my dad made, I have 16 brothers and sisters. And then people say, "Oh, okay, they get it." But we don't do halves and steps and all that shit in this house. It is, "That's my brother, that's my sister." We are all mixed with something. And that's how we identify. That's what we identify with. "I think you're in the middle. I think you're darker than my winter skin, but much lighter than my summer skin. I think I'm darker skinned though." Yeah, Crystal. Hey, Crystal. Yes, I identify as dark skinned. Okay. Y'all good catching disrespect before me. Ashnak, we ain't having it. I be like, what they say? We be on it. Crystal be on it. Hey, Crystal. Hey, classic man. Hey, awesome people. Good morning. How you doing, love? This ain't baseball. Blockity block, block, block. Ain't that what I say? We don't do baseball over here. I know April gets it from both sides, and that has to be horrible to have people like you against you. Breaks my heart. Yep. Yep. And you don't know, you don't get it or understand it, Travel, unless you've lived that life. I've lived that life growing up. My children they going through that stuff now. Growing up, they get it from both sides. You can't win for losing. I'm sorry. Good afternoon. I just woke up. Well, good afternoon, love. Thank you at Coco Dupree. Hey, Coco Dupree. I do too, sis. I've always been dark. I grew up in a time where I had to learn to accept it and find the beauty in it. I'm glad I did, because I have no racial preferences now. Hey, all right now. I love hearing that. There you go. Thanks, Miss Jean. You welcome, my kiddo. KB, I need to talk to you. Okay, I'm gonna check my after this live, I'm gonna check my if KB, I don't even know if you're talking to me. If you're talking to me, I'm gonna check my email. I am somebody got caught up and got booted on up out of here. There you go, Shauna Lynn. Stay on them. Stay on them trolls. Get their asses out of here. It was an excellent interview, wasn't it, Felita? That interview was awesome. I am just a subscriber only. There you go. Can I go to the powder? My son is asking, can he go somewhere? Oh, can he go to the powder puff game? I shouldn't let his butt go nowhere. Hold on, guys, because he got in trouble. Sorry, guys, I got a message. That was from my son. Hey, Cassandra's Life. Hey, Ron. Hey, oh, April is over here. We was just talking about that interview. And you didn't creep. You crept in, ask April. While I was talking to my son, Miss Gina, I was talking to you. Oh, okay, KB. All right, babe. I'll get back to you when I get off. AKA that's a no for you, baby. The Mindful Empress, how you doing, love? Donations are welcome. My cash app is G Mama Diva. April, thank you. Channeline say thank you for talking about some of the issues we deal with as biracial people in this sector. Yes, ex April girl, that interview was everything, everything, baby. It was everything. I had to get on here because let me tell you something. They was agitating me a little bit. I was getting a little bit pissed off, but I had to understand that I get you. I get you from being from one biracial queen to another, so I can understand some of the things that you say and that you mean, and I know that you don't mean it as a disrespectful way to black queens, but they don't get it. Hey, Miss Jean, I love your necklace. Thank you. I heard the chat was crazy. Oh, it was crazy. That yeah, I told y'all this is one of my pieces that I made. And so even when Fyebabe, I talked about when Fyebabe talked about you mixing when you was talking about the color, how if you want to turn it on or turn it off or whatever, I understood what you meant. I knew what you meant by it, and Fa was saying even she didn't understand it, but I was glad that you was able to put it into perspective because I didn't take offense to it. And the reason I didn't take offense to it because I knew exactly what the fuck you was talking about. And Tracy World said you knew too. And so but a lot of people they didn't understand it, and some of those that was on there still don't understand it. And I had to say you will never understand it. You won't understand it because you're not a biracial woman, so they don't get that we get it from both sides. And if you are in one area, if you're in one place, you got to go with that flow. Yes, Miss Gina, they can't tell my story just like I can't tell theirs. We're just different. There you go. That part. That part. And they don't get that's like I tell them all the time. I was telling everybody earlier, April, I was saying I had folks coming on talking about asking was my children really my children, did I really give birth to my daughters, like I'm just gonna pick some beautiful girl out. I guess I just picked her because she got long pretty hair and she's light skinned, and so I just picked to say that that's my daughter, right? Like you can't speak my family and my heritage. You only can go by what I tell you. And so you and Fat Babe just did a great job. Y'all did an amazing job. Her questions was great and to the point. But honey, let me tell you something. That chat was off. That chat was they was crazy. They was really in their feelings. They were really in their feelings about things and stuff that you had said. But even though you put it into perspective and you said why, my thing is, why is it a problem? Because blacks, our own brothers and sisters, do worse shit than that. Miss Jean, I have to go. I hope I did my duty with this wrench. I have a newfound respect for these mods. You did. Thank you, love. You did a great job. I appreciate you. Thank you again for being my temporary mod. I understand you better now, April. I came with an open mind. See, Crystal, if more of them could have came with an open mind, they would have had a better understanding of what April was saying. But a lot of them came in with that mindset because they already don't like us. So they ain't give her a chance. And they were still hung up on the roach comment. They were still hung up on the gorilla comment. Like they were still, and April made a perfectly good point. Why is it when a black woman said or somebody else says it's okay? Ain't nobody jumping on them and asking them how they word it. I've even heard Olivia say, flying monkeys. They flying monkeys and stuff over there. Nobody gets off. Well, what did you mean by that? What did they don't say, because it's a shame that you gotta be fully black. in order for you to search certain things. Y'all hear me say, I call these motherfuckers out all the time. I be saying these niggas act just like fucking niggas all the time. Ain't nobody never questioned me on no bullshit. You know why? Because they look at me as a light-skinned black. They don't look at that my father is Puerto Rican and my mother is half black and half white. They don't look at that way. You see what I'm saying? But no matter how April tries to tell you that her dad is black and her mom is white, and she, she welcomes both. She both sides. Me, I'm claiming all of me, all of my sides, from my mom, my dad, my grandma, everything. I'm embracing all of that. They don't look at that way because they're looking at you. And to them, you don't look like how you supposed to look in order for them to call you a sister. So is that my problem or is that your problem? Because I know who I am. April know who she is. And it's the issue that they got. Dora Wilson, how you doing, Dora? I got it. Having biracial nephews. See, like I said, a lot of the people that have biracial family members, they get it. They understand it. But those that don't, they will never get it. They will never get it. The chat was adding more to it just to be mad. They were. But Equal Baby said they don't understand it because they're not living it. Just like we won't understand how it is to be a dark black skinned person. You right. You is exactly right, Boricua Baby. We're two opposite mirrors. They say yet different. Yep. Yep. You are definitely right. Yes, you and Thigh did a great thing. They did. That was a great. Ooh, honey, that interview was off the chain. Off the chain. Crystal, I appreciate that so much. Lay it down, say a lot of them don't even have a mind. They don't. They don't. They was cherry picking. That's exactly what they were doing. That's exactly what they was doing. Oh, Crystal, you did a video. I got to check it out. Everyone changes depending on the situation. That's true. It comes down to field slaves versus house slave mentality. That part, the mindful empress, we must. Light-skinned slaves were biracial. Yep. We are all black and need support each other in our experiences. Yep. And because of the light-skinned slaves that was biracial, they got to work in the house. They didn't have to be out in the fields. They got to work in the house. They got better food. They got better accommodations, honey. They didn't sleep on the floor and on hay. They slept in a nice bed or a nice padded mattress. They was treated better. And it is just that same slave mentality is right here living loud and clear on YouTube today. They still are like that. Hey, Tropical Punch Love. Tracy, yep, Tracy's word, stereotyping all the way. Kiki the Unbreakable, how you doing, love? I get more attacks. Yep. Ex April say, Miss Gina, they just don't like me, so it's just something they need to deal with because I'm not going nowhere. That part, Queen, I know that's right. Look, they tried to do me the same way. You should have seen last night, honey. They was flagging like a big dog. I said, I'm going out and I'm coming the fuck back in. When they don't like you, it does not matter what you say or what you do. When they don't like you, they just go. That's how they gonna do you. That's how they gonna treat you. They gonna still talk negative. They can hear what Jesus can come off the cross himself and say, Acts April is black. And they still gonna hear what they want to hear because they don't care for you. That's true. But Equal Baby said, I'm Puerto Rican and black, and to be honest, even saying the N-word feels uncomfortable for me. I can't even say it freely in a conversation. It don't feel right for me. Bariqua, baby girl, let me tell you something. Let me say this before my kids come up in here because they hate when I said I will say nigger. These motherfuckers act like fucking niggers all day long. Do you honey, don't let that Chi-Town side come out. I will swing it, slang it all the way backwards and forth. Because you know why? Because they always have a problem with another race saying it, but they will swing it back and forth towards you like it's just water running out a faucet. Like it's water. No. So my thing is, you're the one that's acting like a nigga. So if the shoe fits, wear it. So I'ma call you one. You ain't gonna call my son one, my daughter one, my brother one, my friends one, and think that's supposed to be okay. My queendom family one, and they think that's supposed to be okay. But then they get mad when someone of another race, culture, creed calls them that. See, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. If you ain't liking it, then don't dish it out. Right. They won't get it. They will never get it. Hey, Jay Parrish. Oh, you're April Heard, the name. First time seeing you. I'm open. Hi, Deborah Lewis. How you doing? T Love said peace and love, tropical punch, and everybody. Tracy World said I have biracial family members also, and I love them all. That's what I'm talking about. Travel say they will never get it because they choose not to. So that is no one's issue but their own. They may need to lay on someone's couch and get some therapy. I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. Hey, Sean, what's up, baby? I understood from day one. They have that selective outrage. Yup. One more thing. Don't get jazzy in here because I'm about that life with dragon and my fingers will send you away. Let me tell you something. I am so happy that I made Sean a moderator. And when Sean come up in here, because Sean not only protects the queen, but he protects the queendom. Y'all, these trolls come up in here with this mess. Sean, I think when they see you pop in, baby, they say we ain't gonna even try it. You and Queen Crystal King, please. And Sassy, they ain't gonna even they not gonna even try because y'all be swanging, baby, swanging. Jay Perry say, teach Miss Gina. You know I am. Ask April. I need to ask you a question. KB, you can ask. She said you can ask KB. Boricua baby say there was rape and beaten, so it's hard to say they was treated, better. Well, that's true. That's true. That's true. They were raped and they were beaten and they were, molested and not just by the husbands, but by the wives and stuff too. Yep. So, they just, I wouldn't say exactly that they was treated better, but they I'll just say their accommodations and how they ate was a little bit more better than those that was outside of the house. But they did get the brunt of a lot of stuff because they was right there next to Massa quarters. They was right there. And that's usually how we go. And then until he got tired of them in the house, he went out house. And that's how we go down. Oh, April. Hey, April tried to make a comment on your channel today and I was blocked. I forgot that. Yeah, ask April, lay it down. Lady says she's blocked on your page, and could you please unblock her, please? Hey, April, where Pac-Man? Good, you ain't going nowhere. Ask April says she ain't going nowhere. They ain't running her off. Hey, lovely love, they're my boo. What's up? Bariko baby said, my daddy put me in private school, so I guess it's me being raised proper. I'm very old school in my ways. I know that's what, and see, that's me too. That's what it is. It's selective outrage because they don't have no outrage toward all these other people that's doing all this fuck shit all over YouTube, do they? They not all on them that's got all this. So you right. That's exactly what it is. It's selective outrage. That's exactly what it is. No one should be that disrespectful to your children. That's how they are. They don't give no damn SD. SD, this is YouTube. They don't give no damn, no fucks. Anytime when you got these demons, these devil demons that are putting children's faces on porn and sending it out and telling folks they got their children for sale. They don't give a damn about no. They don't care about my children, your children, honey. If they got a problem with you, that's what they gonna do. They gonna do that mess. They gonna do that mess all day long. They don't care. They don't care. I'm just not an eye for an eye. Yep. Some people that's how they is. So they ain't even an eye for an eye. They mess for mess. They mess to impress. Some of them is not. They not an eye for an eye. They are mess to impress. Mess for mess. That's all they are. High loving life. I guess because my family is full of all shades. I didn't understand. It sounds like some people who have never been outside their little town somewhere. Exactly. Yep. Yep. I missed most of the chat. You got to go back and watch it again. They talk about me for being me. Honey, they talked about Jesus. They going to continue to talk about you for being you, T-Love. They going to continue to talk about me for being me. Anytime you don't ride with a bunch of dummies, when you ain't following them, they got a problem. See, they thought Axe April was going to be easily manipulated. They thought she was going to be controlled. And honey, Axe April got that black strong side of her that she ain't playing with these motherfuckers over here. She ain't playing with them. And she'll let them know I can get down and be a nigga like y'all too if you want me to. If you want me to. That's what she meant by I can be cute and calm and act like the white girl if need be, or I could get downright and act niggerish if that's what you need. And that's what they get when they come for April on here. She gets niggerish, honey. Cause I could get niggerish on that ass real quick. You better ask somebody. You better go back and watch these videos, or I can be that white girl, real cool. Lay it down. Ask April, say you unblocked, girl. You unblocked. Jealousy does not discriminate. Nope, it do not. Lovely love. April just got home. I'ma try to eyelashes. Oh, you gonna do the eyelashes later? Tracy Cobb said, Bariqua baby, judge me by the boxes check stereotype, passing judgment on physical appearance. Ask April issue is a woman of power. They scared. Yep, that's what it is. They scared. Gone to work. Don't forget to DM me the info. Okay, so I can send Angel her. I will. Okay, I got you, Auntie. No disrespect. But there were also dark-skinned slaves in the homes too. Yeah, no, I don't take it as disrespect. No, I don't. We just talking about what the preference was. There were dark-skinned slaves that was in the inside the homes and stuff too. But you remember what they were called, right? You remember what they were called? Them dark-skinned slaves that was in there. Them was the ones that was telling every goddamn thing. Them was the sellouts. Them was the Uncle Toms. So yeah, so that we basically talking about how they say the lights is getting treated, always getting treated better than the darks. That's where it stems from. That's all we saying. That's where it stems from. And that is the reason why a lot of dark-skinned blacks have issues with light-skinned blacks even today. Even today, right now, they have issues. When my twins go someplace, the first thing somebody point out is, well, they're fraternal twins, okay? Let me just put that out there. They're not identical. But the first thing somebody always point out of my twins, now it's the height, because the older twin is way younger way taller and stuff than the younger twin. But before, the first thing it would be their color. They would say, and they would try to even it out and make it a little cuter. They'll say, Gina, he got your complexion, and that one over there must got his father's complexion, because he way lighter. And I'll be like, yeah, we know that. We know. And it's the truth. One of the twins is lighter, is much lighter, and the other twin is darker. But that's the first thing that people see. The first thing they see and they check out on you is your looks, your beauty. It's always something. It's always something. I would go places with my sisters in them, and folks, and they would say, "Oh, she don't got hair like you," because my sister didn't have naturally curly, wavy hair. God rest her soul. My other sister, Dee Dee, and she was a shade or two darker. My other sister was way whiter than both of us, lighter than both of us, had hair all the way down, thick, coarse hair that was all the way down to her butt, and but somebody, no matter where, what, when, how, they always pointed out looks. It's the first thing. No matter what. Even now, when I go places, if I go places with all my girls, they will say, "Oh, Jenny, you have some beautiful girls. Your daughters are gorgeous." But guess what? Guess what? Somebody will always point out something. Always point out something about them. "Ooh, that one is gorgeous." Oh, that I would never do that. Because you never should want to make the other girls feel that they're not beautiful, that they're not just as beautiful as their sister, or even the sons. When you got sons, and when I see somebody and they have their kids, I'm like, "Girl, look at them gorgeous babies, look at them beautiful babies," and I leave it at that. I leave it at that. We are a family that, like I said, I don't give a damn if it's one bag. If you got one bag of chips and everybody get one chip, everybody get one potato chip, it's gonna be evenly distributed. You understand what I'm saying? It's gonna be evenly distributed. You should never ever make a difference with children. This is why children is always getting used, and they always a pond in somebody's mess. That grown-ups is always using them as a pond in they mess. It's ridiculous. Hey, Mr. Pimp Tight 80. As a chocolate brother who is raising two black and Mexican kids, I understand April and didn't get offended. People just refuse to understand, and they just don't like April. My experience ain't my kids. There you go. Thank you for sharing that, Mr. Pimp Tight. Thank you. I really appreciate you coming out of the clouds and sharing that with us. Hey, Sephora, is it buffering for anybody? It ain't buffering for me. I ain't buffered not once. Well, it did buffer one time when my son called. I got a message and he called, but it's good now. But I get it. Nope, we ain't buffering. Love Blake say no buffering. Nope. Is anybody else buffering? That's what they are, raw, sick, twisted people. Sorry, but I get more disrespect from black women all my life. Ooh, Kiki, that part. Ooh, can we talk? Can we talk, honey? Can we talk? I get more disrespect from black women than I get from my Puerto Rican friends, my Mexican friends, my white friends, my Indian friends. Do you understand me? They will call me. Case in point today. My Puerto Rican friend, co-worker who I worked with, she's Puerto Rican. She must have called me 3, 4 times today. She had been calling me all week. She says, "Gina, I just called to check on you to see how you were doing and everything." I ain't never had a friend, nobody call me that much. I ain't never had nobody check. Please. Black friends, the only time they want to call and see something, because they want to see if you outdoing them. They want to see. They don't want to uplift you. They don't want to, and that is the most. Look, I'm that woman, I'm that sister that, honey, if I know a lick, if I know something going, I'm telling all my sisters. I'm telling them all. I'll be like, "Girl, you better go down there and get in that line. Girl, you better go. Girl, they give us free stuff away. Girl, you better get your kids on that Christmas list. Let me give you the information." I'm the one that I want to tell, I want all my sisters in them to make it and brothers in them. I'm signing everybody up. I'm telling everybody. But you will get more disrespect from your own brothers and sisters than you will from somebody else. That's the honest to God truth. When I throw parties, when I throw get-togethers, when I have stuff, guess who always be the first one? It always be the other side, the outside. My black sisters in them, I get a handful. I get maybe 5 or less. Fabulous, and that's only because those are ones that genuinely care for me. And they be like, Miss Jean, even the ones that say they can't come. I've had them where they'll say, I'll buy a ticket. I can't come, but I still get a ticket because I want to support you. Come on now, that's love. So I get what you're saying. Anytime you are being hated on this, the type of shit you go through. Yep. Yep. That's illegal as fuck to put children's pictures on something. Yep. Sexually graphic is against the law. So I hope the parents contact. Yeah, Fyebabe contacted the authority. She contacted the FBI. Honey, the FBI is involved in this. Yes, she ain't playing. They knew what she was talking about. They wanted to play dumb all day long, Karen R. All day long. I hope the parents contact. Yeah, she did. Yep. She talked about it on the, y'all got to go back and watch that video. The other Fat Babe talked about it today, and she said, that's all I'm gonna say on it. She said, I'm moving in silence. She said, that's all I'm gonna say on it. And that's that. Honey, y'all know Fat Babe don't play about Princess. She don't play about her. They made me so mad I couldn't even come on. I needed a break. I know that's right, lovely. I get it. Bitter broads. That's that's what they are. Bitter broads, baby. I'ma get you a curse jar. Left out loud, you be rich and don't. Ooh, but equal, baby girl. If you give me a curse jar, I'm telling you, I had that card. I had the money for my car deal, y'all. But look, no, I've been doing good. I've really been doing. Oh, who's calling me now? Oh, this is one of the twins. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I'm back. I'm back. That's the twins. They getting out of school. They're getting out of school. Beautiful is within, not all the time on outside. You can be gorgeous and have a nasty attitude, which make you look. Ooh, ain't that the truth? Lovely. You just spoke my sister. You just talked. Let me tell you something about her. This is my baby sister too. Now, do y'all know Nicole Murphy? Nicole Murphy, my sister looks, she could be her twin. My sister looks exactly like Nicole Murphy, okay? Beautiful on the outside. Now, imagine she was always big, that she had her surgery and everything, so she's small. Not as small, as tiny as Nicole Murphy, but she's small, smaller than me. Beautiful face, everything. Gorgeous skin, real high yellow like Nicole Murphy and everything. When I tell you, she's gorgeous on the outside, but nasty. When I say nasty on the inside, nasty, honey. I'm talking about with a capital N. If y'all saw, y'all will say, "Ooh, Gina, that ain't your sister," cause she don't act. You sure y'all got the same parents? Because she don't act nothing like you. When I say, honey, she calls dark skinned people. I never heard of this until I went to Atlanta. Brown pennies. She used to say, yeah, them brown pennies don't like me. You know, I gotta watch what I do, cause I was like, what the? I'm looking on the ground. I told this story before. I'm looking all on the ground. I'm like, what the hell? She talking about brown pennies? I did not know until I went to Atlanta, Georgia, that brown pennies meant dark skinned women, dark skinned people. Period. Dark skinned. When you hear somebody from the South talking about brown pennies, they talking about dark skinned people. Now if I don't know how you get as more racist than that, and you supposed to be black too. You supposed to be black too, but she another one. She does not acknowledge her black side of the family. She doesn't. She doesn't. She acknowledges our other side. You know, like I said, you know, my mom is mixed, is biracial. You know, our father, you know, is from Puerto Rico, and he was married to my mom and everything else. But honey, she is one of those. Usually she is one of the light-skinned black that can't stand dark-skinned women. Don't like them no near there, near far, has a problem. Was acting one of my good friend, one of my kids' godmother is dark skinned. And Literally, the girl didn't even open her mouth and she had a problem with it. And I'm sitting up here like, this girl ain't did or said nothing to you. But like everybody has said, when people are in their feelings about something and they already got their hang-ups about it, ain't nothing you can say to change their mind. It's nothing that I can ever say to change my sister mind about how dark-skinned women are, and that all of them are not like that, because based on her experience and what she went through with those that bullied her and came against her, that's how she feel with everybody. That's why she stereotypes all of them. Does it make it right? No, it don't. But that's what they do. I gotta go, y'all. This maintenance man won't stop talking to me, and they have to fix something. Everyone have a wonderful day. See you guys later. Okay, lovely. I love you. I think this is. Mm, it stopped. One dark skinned twin. Yep. My God, I will go the other way. Okay. God specifically chose the Israelites and made them his own people, yet still he chose us who are from the tribe race and made us his as well. There you go. Amen, T Love. There you go. Yep. I like your name, Ra. Hello to hey DC12 to all today. Blessings, Miss Gina. You are right. I go through the same. I am the lights in the family. I say so. Be it. Take it up with God. Yep. Yep. So you know exactly. I gotta go. Y'all love peace and chicken grease. All right. Was your sister bullied as a child? That could be the reason why she feels this way. You know what? She was bullied as a child, and that was because she was overweight. She wasn't bullied for her looks. They would always say, she's very beautiful. She always had a gorgeous face. Always very beautiful. Always had real long hair, nice hair, everything. But she was just overweight. When she got much older, I would say like in her 30s, that's when she took off all the weight, lost the weight, she got the boob lift and everything else, and came into herself. Now she's been working in the banking industry all her life. Since she was 15 years old, she's been working in the banking industry. Now she's a bank executive. And the people in the job that she worked, it was always the group of women, and they just happened to be of dark skin that always came up against her. And because of that reason, she had an issue with dark skinned women. I don't think it got I don't think it got as bad until she started growing, elevating in the banking industry. And then because she was a pretty girl, nice by everything else, they had issues, and they would get back and forth, and she couldn't handle it correctly, and it just made her real angry, and it made her bitter. And so that bitterness spilled into all dark skin. And I even tell her to this day, you can't blame all dark-skinned women for what them bitches did when you was working at such and such bank. You understand what I'm saying? Because they wasn't there. They don't know what your life was like or whatever. But that stereotype in her, honey, if we go somewhere or whatever, she'd be like, no, I don't want to get in this line because them brown pennies over there. And I'd be like, bitch, what the hell is you talking about? Them brown pennies over there. I don't want that brown penny ringing my stuff up over there because she might spit on it or do this and that. She has it bad. She has it really, really bad. Thank you, Crystal. Love you, boo. Miss Gina, my parents and family taught us to respect all. I just don't look at color, but how they treat me. And that's how I am, Raw. That's exactly how I am. I get it. Hello, Miss Gina in chat, driving home and listening. Thank you, Mendisa. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. I know I've been on here an hour and a half. I'm going to end this live and I'm going to start up a new one because the babies is on their way home and everything. But honey, this chat has been off the chain. We're going to have some good conversation. Fyebabe said she had a lot of lives that she was gonna do today. So I think I think she did 2 already, and I think she's gonna do a couple of more. So honey, YouTube gonna be rocking tonight, I guess, because I'm gonna come on back and I'm gonna do a couple of more myself. Brother, very good talking to him in his life. Okay, okay. I'm gonna check. Y'all told me I'm gonna check my Instagram and I'm gonna check my email. So anybody that want to send me an email or whatever, you can send it now. Mama Diva Entertainment at gmail.com. If you want to cash at me, it is $ G Mama Diva. And I'll see you guys in a few minutes. I'll be the kids is on their way home. I'm about to get them settled in and everything. And then I'll be back on live because hey, I ain't got nothing to do. I love you guys. Mwah. Thanks for listening. And ta-ta for now.